Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Spoon's Whip. Spoon's work in progress on YouTube. I really appreciate all the support that I get on my channel, and I do want to welcome you here. I really appreciate any kind of support that I get, the likes, the subscriptions, the comments. I really appreciate you being here. And speaking of that, if you do enjoy the video, please smash the like button and subscribe if you want more content, if you like what I talk about and it's something that fits your kind of style. And I appreciate you being here. That's all I can say, and I hope that you enjoy the video. We're playing Overwatch, and I'm Mr. Hanzo. I picked up the beta pretty much as soon as Xbox released it and played it for, I think it was 5 days because they extended it once. And I played the whole cast of characters, just about. I didn't play everybody, but I played the good portion of the characters that were out there with the ability to play. And I really got hooked on the diversity of the characters. Because nothing else, and I'll agree with the critics of this game, that there wasn't anything that just was super good. I mean, there wasn't a super fantastic game mode. There wasn't a super fantastic map that was there. The maps were pretty, but it wasn't like detail oriented, and it wasn't something that just grabbed you and was an instant classic or anything like that. The movement was above average, I would say. The game was decent. It really was. But what got me even considering buying this game was the meta game. The game behind the game is what I want to say is that with the characters and the overall cast of characters that I played, I found out that most of the characters, I would say 95% of the characters there, were pretty viable. They had good ults, they had good damage, they had good defense, whether you picked a defense character. Some of them had good defense and offense. And they really had a unique role to play in the game, and depends on how everybody else was playing for your team. But the key thing that I liked about this game is the counter picking in this game. Being able to pick a character that counters what everybody's running. If everybody's running Tracer, or a lot of people are running snipers, or a lot of people are running Bastions, which happened a lot, and the Tracers happened a lot, you could counter pick to that. And I really got hooked on that aspect of this game with so many characters out there and so many enjoyable characters. I liked the ones that I played. I liked every single one that I played. I liked the healers. They seemed to do a whole lot of healing. Reinhardt right there that just went down, he has a huge function on defense. He was very viable, and I didn't find hardly any character that was out there that didn't have a viable role in Overwatch. I understand that there's not very much content in the maps. There's not any kind of campaign, at least I haven't heard of one. And they've already came out and said that basically the beta is what you're going to get on release on the 24th of May. You're basically going to grab that. They might do a couple tweaks with nerfs, maybe with Tracer, hopefully. They might nerf a little bit, but everything seemed pretty smooth. The movement was smooth. The hit detection was good for me. A couple of my friends, they had some problems with lag and things like that. The game glitched every once in a while, but it was a beta. But for the most part, it ran really smooth for me. But am I going to go out there and tell you that, hey, this game's just got so much content, this is a Witcher game, or this is a Batman game, or this is a Fallout game, or something like that, with just an absolute massive amount of content? No, I'm not going down that. I'm just telling you the reason why I like it, and I'm probably going to pick it up. In fact, most of my friends didn't like it. They didn't like that that there wasn't anything else besides the pool of characters that was there. And to be honest with you, I agree with them 100%. But the meta game, the game behind the game, is, I can't say that enough, is what really drove me to even consider picking this game up. You can counter pick. There's so many characters to choose from. I know it's stupid, but the skins were really, really good. And I'm not a huge fan of just rolling out there and putting 50 skins on characters. It looks like they spent a whole lot of time and effort into making the skins and the voiceovers, and I like the spray paint on the walls to tag it anywhere in the map. I really like that. The diversity of the maps, their locations, I guess, would be something that you can chalk up to being pretty well thought out, but as in the it just looked like a snap and place kind of maps that they put out on this game, and push the car and capture the point and things like that. That's all been done before, and I'm not even going to pretend that this is something that's brand new and groundbreaking there. But I do have to defend Overwatch a lot on the content of the player base, is the base that you can choose from, the cast of characters that you can choose from. Pretty much all of them seemed really viable. The ones that I played, which was the majority of them, seemed really fun to play with, and they could put out a whole lot of damage, and they could fulfill a role, either the role created by your team or to help your team, which are your healers and your defense guys and your offense guys and your snipers. They all seemed really legitly there to they benefited you. They benefited what was going on. Watch this guy, he doesn't even know I'm here. Bam. Got him. But the whole point of this video is that, like I was telling you, is that I'm really kind of torn of whether this game is going to be viable in a month. Like, investing it $60 is a lot for people, and it's a lot for me, to be honest with you. It's something that it's my money, and I want it to be worth it. But one thing that I'm really kind of skeptical about is that, is this going to be back? Is this going to be around a month and a half after they release it? Is it going to be something that the community is going to stay and play and keep going? He comes back for me right here. He winds up getting me, but that's never mind. He has 2 guns and I have a bow, so I'm not going to chalk that up to just say, man, I died with Hanzo with a bow. But Hanzo's really fun to play. I really like getting those headshots where people just think that they got you cornered and trapped, and you pull off that perfect headshot that just shuts them down right there. And I really like that aspect of it. And the metagame and the counter picking and the skins was something that really, not something that normally hooks me into a game, but in Overwatch it really did. But like I told you, I don't think that this game is going to last. I don't think that this is something that's going to be, oh my god, this is going to stay around for a long time. This is something that people are just going to play and play and play for the next 18 months until they come out with an Overwatch 2 or whatever, the next game that takes over for Overwatch. I think that this at best is a 3 to 6 month game where you get your $60 out of it, play a whole bunch of multiplayer maps, and go from there. And they haven't discussed really, or that I've seen, any kind of real DLC or any kind of added content that they're going to come with it. I'm sure they're going to come with a couple more maps and maybe a couple more game modes, but the game mode that they have right here really supports the style of characters that they have in here. And the style of characters and the cast of characters, like I told you, was something that really hooked me into playing the game. And the only person that I really didn't play was Tracer, because she annoyed the crap out of me. Her voice was just killed me. It wasn't that she was a bad character. She's one of the best in the game, to be honest with you, but she just her voice killed me. It's just not something that I could just listen to for a couple of matches. I couldn't say that. Oh, and I get a nice little shot on Zenyatta right up here. Is coming up here pretty soon. I thought that was pretty sweet. Just interjected because I watched this gameplay a couple of times trying to pick out a good one to get on you guys, and I got some really good gameplays with the bow and arrow with Hanzo. I really did. I mean, I got some really good headshots, really clean headshots. Got some plays of the games with his Dragon Strike or whatever you're gonna call it. I got a couple of those, and I did a whole lot of damage and got some really good headshots, and that's what I enjoyed. Everything that was with Hanzo, and he was enjoyable to play. Bastion, for the short time, he was enjoyable to play. Widowmaker seems gratifying. There's a whole lot of placement with to her, and here it is coming up here pretty soon. Not that one, but anyways, like I told you, the characters that I got were something that really hooked me into it. And it's not because my friends are gonna buy it. In fact, most of the people that I play with aren't gonna buy this game because of the lack of content. And do I think that it should be a free game? No, I don't think that it should be a free game. They obviously put in a whole lot of time and effort with the cast of characters, but as in diversity other than the characters and what they did with it, there's really not a whole lot out there to this game. I just hope that whatever they introduce in the DLC and maybe new maps and maybe new game types that they're thinking about really introduces some kind of bite to it, something that hooks the community to play, because nobody wants to go in there and play against bots or rival bots, or not have a strong community to play with and your friends getting on it just because you love it and your friends hate it. Then everybody wants to play with their friends. They'll go on to another game and play another game with their friends. But like I said, I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts of whether you thought that this was something that was worth $60 to you. I think it's barely worth $60 to me, and that's just strictly because I got hooked on all of the cast of characters and their diversification here. This guy right here. And bam! I love that right there, shutting somebody down in the middle of an ult. But please tell me what you think about this game. I would really like to know whether you think it's something that you're going to be able to keep for the next year, play it for the next 8 months. So just let me know in the comments below. That's all I wanted to do, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and sub to the channel. Got more content coming out. Leave me a comment below on your thoughts on this. I would really appreciate it. It kind of helped me make a little bit of my decision on the game. If you enjoyed it, slap the like button and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a fantastic week. We'll see you later.